This episode of The General's Gentleman is sponsored by Galactic Civilizations 3. You are the leader of a spacefaring civilization, where humans and aliens compete for domination of our galaxy. Conquer through culture, diplomacy, technology, or military force. How will you rule your galaxy?
Welcome to The General's Gentleman.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Command & Conquer 0 Hour. I just had to listen to like a 10-minute phone call with fucking Blake's dad before we casted this game. He just bought this huge TV randomly.
It's crazy big.
He wanted advice, he wanted your thoughts on it after he already bought it.
Well, not
right?
even. It's just like, he's just like, I bought a TV, and I'm just like,
Oh, okay.
you probably should consult me on that kind of a thing. Like, yeah. I'm sure he got a very good deal on it because, you know, as a lot of his generation, or him in particular, they're ridiculously good at haggling. It's just like, this is the price of something, and then they walk into the store, it's like, you can do better than that. It's like, we can do better than that, and then they do better than that. It's
well, I
insane.
mean, not always, though. I mean, I used to work in an electronics retailer, and, like, you know, there would be things on sale, like, off, you know, below cost price. People would be like, can I get a discount? I'm like, no, why not? Because it's already fucking below cost price. Yeah, but I want a discount. It doesn't matter. Like, I can't give you a fucking discount if it's already on sale by X amount. And there are certain demographics that are worse than others. But I won't go into that.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense, but you've never been haggled by my dad. And I don't think Ringo has ever been dropped as hard as he's about to be dropped by Leikeze.
Ooh, that's a
USA, and that's a 4-man missile defender drop.
Yeah, that dozer couldn't dig a hole quick enough to hide himself from the quadruple missile defender barrage. Like a Gatling tank, is he gonna go in or is he just gonna sit around chilling?
Nah, no way this goes in. That's a huge mistake. Should have been a second Gatling. Now you're gonna lose another Gatling every time. To a 1 missile defender, you lose 1 Gatling.
He's gonna lose. The power plant's gonna blow up, do a little bit of damage as well. Okay, that's a, excuse me, another Gatling tank there. Finally cleans it up.
Lucky.
Yeah, that was a nasty push. I mean, normally it's a triple drop, so the 4 drop definitely being more powerful. I didn't catch what fashions they were, and I won't press tab because people get triggered when I do that.
Do they really? How come?
Because, okay, so the reason why one person is random and the other person is trying to tank is because the person who's trying to tank is the person that posted the replay.
Right, okay.
So you can tell who posted the replay by which one is not random. And then you know who's going to win generally off that.
Yeah, okay.
Did I explain that right? Do you yeah, okay.
Yeah, I understand the concept, yeah.
So Dozer may get picked off here. This is last Dozer too. He should have suicided for that, I reckon.
Definitely.
Even now, he could have tried it again. Oh my god, that failed horribly, didn't it? He had a couple of chances there to deny Ringo any production, any building, the ability to build buildings.
Yeah. No additional units coming up to try and capitalize on the mistake and destroy the Dozer. Yeah, not great. It's gonna be hard. Yeah, this is a big map to try and sneak Gatlings around for Chinook harassment. This ain't no TD.
My favorite thing about the firebase is the angle of the firebase, and then it fires like a horizontal shell. It just looks so silly. Okay, that's gonna cleaned up. Gatling tanks. Oh, Crusaders! What a mad dog. I forgive him now for not taking apart that last Dozer.
Wow.
But that's the sad truth. That's why tanks are just so bad in this game, is because, yeah, I counted your Gatling tanks. Oh wait, your Gatling tanks just drove past me and went to my base.
But I mean, look at the supply. Yeah,
oh, this
Ringo
supply. Okay.
It's 2 trucks down so far, and the third one continuing to be hunted. Once the Crusaders get all up in your business, you can't take them out with Gatling tanks.
We should see Vet 2 Battlemaster coming out. Yeah, no, it's another Gatling.
I think about Gatlings.
Because he's like, what do I do? I haven't seen these units before.
He sees the Dozer again.
Okay.
Let's go for the Dozer here.
He goes for the outpost. The outpost will work as well.
Oh, kill the Dozer! Kill the Dozer!
He's trying, but the Crusaders are slow.
A pretty big misplay here.
Yeah, nice TNT.
Leikeze. Still, the supply has been denied here. Mining stopped for the moment, so that pressure at least is going to be good for Leikeze.
Denied some mining there for a while.
You get a few more trucks here as well, potentially. Supply's not been efficient in the slightest. Is that last truck managing to deliver its payload before getting
only one supply here.
pieces?
And getting an oil cap now as well, so Leikeze has needed to get some damage done, having a very aggressive opener. I often forget that. I just don't keep track of how many supplies USA has, because often they do go for that one supply aggression. Oh, is he? Oh, no, never mind.
No, he can get out.
Yeah, you go up here. Okay, trying to cut off his retreat path is Ringo, but the Humvee's staying near the bunker.
How many languages can you say "get juked in" machine?
Oh,
say it in English, and that's what happened.
Get wrecked.
Hardcore wrecked.
Wow.
Leikeze does him the old ring a rosy. He takes out 2 more supply trucks. That's probably 6 supply trucks. We're almost needing a counter for the amount of supply trucks that have gone down from Ringo.
Yeah, fantastic play. He actually evacs here. A little bit late with the retarget the laser lock. Oh man, he messed that up, didn't he?
Yeah. Leikeze, he keeps going to extremes. He goes from fantastic to terrible, just jump to jump.
Gets one more there.
He'll take out 3 supply trucks and then he'll 90% damage an outpost and a Gatling. It's just.
You almost killed that last Gatling tank as well. Okay, we have these Gats that snuck through. I believe they killed a Chinook there. I saw one of them just crash down. And is that all of them mining? There's one oil going. There's gonna be a second one capped soon as well. But didn't he have 2 Chinooks? He must have lost both of them. Jeez. Oh, there's one there.
Yeah, there's one there. Yeah. I was expecting the pull as well. It just depends. Generally, your Chinook pull is so reflex that you pull them 1,000 meters away from your main supply just to make sure they're safe, and then you forget about them. So.
Well, pulling the Chinooks is the easy part. The hard part is putting them back on. You always forget about that.
It'd be nice to see a second supply come in for keys. It'd be cool.
It's the most frustrating thing is when you look back and you think, ah, crap, this whole time I haven't been mining for like a minute, and then you think of all the things you could have had if you were actually mining properly. And it's quite tilting.
If only we invested in Facebook when it was 10 cents a share or whatever. So
yeah,
all that money we could.
Actually, here's something very interesting I listened to. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and all the time I tell Blake about the things I heard in a podcast. So Scott Adams, the creator of Dilbert, I mentioned him before to you. He's saying that he's thinking about investing in alcohol companies, because over the next 10 years we're going to have self-driving cars. They're going to replace taxis and Ubers. You know, we're going to look back and think, man, remember the time when millions of people died every year, road fatalities? And then once we get self-driving cars, drinking alcohol is going to be way easier, because so many people just don't drink because they have to drive. Yeah. So now it's going to be a lot easier. You just drink wherever you want. Go to a pub, you know.
That'd be cool.
Take a taxi home.
And that says that
or
we
just
have
your own car, I mean, rather.
On the off chance we might have a cultural shift away from drinking alcohol, like we have with smoking, for example. So, which is obviously a lot less of a market than it used to be.
Because taxis, at least in Australia, are so expensive, and like Uber's better, but it's still not always an option, depending on where you live. Like, I'm sure you can't get Ubers in your house, can you?
No, not in the hills. Yeah, they only operate, at least in Australia, they only operate. I was talking to an Uber driver about it, one of my cousins. They only operate in rural, suburban areas. So certain suburban areas. So there's like a set distance. So like they'll operate in Perth, and there'll be a set radius that they operate in, and they can take trips out of that, but they won't be able to get a trip into it. So like if you start from outside the radius, then you won't be able to get an Uber in. But if you start from inside the radius, you can take someone out. Is
it the same with taxis, though?
So, I'm not sure exactly how taxis work.
But you think you can call up in advance, but they'll probably charge you heaps.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the call-out changes or something like that, but or they're obviously there are government differences there in terms of what they have to do and what they don't have to do. So it's a very decent push, though. Excellent composition from Leikeze with those Crusaders in the front to tank up damage. Plenty of missile defenders in the area. We've already seen his laser locks are on point. So what will Ringo do with this ridiculous army?
But I know personally, like, I would drink more if my card drove.
Yeah,
for me.
I mean, yeah, I would probably as well. So it's necessarily a good thing, but
yeah, that's true. Yeah. Are we doomed now? Is like liver cancer gonna go up tenfold because of this?
So invest in.
But if we get liver cancer,
in alcohol companies and medical imaging or something like that for when he gets liver cancer.
If we get liver cancer, Blake, it won't be because of alcohol. It'll be because of energy drinks.
Cheers. Oh, we do love them. So the game slowed down a little bit here. We're getting tomahawks here from Leikeze, then. This is a well-rounded unit composition. What are we in? 1.6?
I was a bit late to take your hint with the drink.
Well, that's right, dude. I forgive you.
Yeah, tomahawks. I love seeing tomahawks. The problem here, though, is Leikeze's been on one supply the entire time.
Yeah.
He has not mined this at all, and Ringo has seemed to taken a bit of punishment here. I think he actually lost his last dozer. I don't know if we watched that. We were talking for a long time about crap, but it looks like his dozer went down. His buildings are all quite wounded too, so he can't even repair these. But he does have a massive blob of tanks.
I believe it's a disclaimer on most Australian YouTube videos that there is the potential for those hosting to just talk shit for 10 or 15 minutes and you'll lose out on quality content. So there's really not much we can do about that. Since as Ringo's going all or nothing here, he's taken out the secondary economy. We're going to see a mad fight.
Okay, Firebase going to be holding the line for a little bit. Is it worth kiting backwards and just waiting for the Tomahawks to do as much damage as they can? There's a fair bit of tank hunters, so these Crusaders won't last for too long. It's going to have to fall back, and meanwhile at the south, Gatling tanks doing some good damage as well.
Certainly are. It's slowly going to be cleaned up by the remaining Gats. However, the Crusaders on the side, they're going to stop this. A nice A10 strike going to take out the rearward part of Ringo's army. However, Leikeze doesn't really have anything left, and this could spell the end of the game. Yeah,
there's going to be the Chinook going down. He has a search and distract center. Search and destroy is there as well.
Well, they should change to bombardment.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter at this stage, though. I think that was the mistake. Is Leikeze, he tried to fight head up. If he tried to just kite around, but... Oh, what? Ringo won. Was that a Chinook drop? Or was that just a mad flank? It was a base wreck, we didn't even see it coming. Whoops, sorry.
Hey, who won that?
Leikeze won. Ringo was defeated.
We're gonna recast that. We're gonna recast that right now. I didn't even notice that. We just assumed the game was gonna be over. Right now, we were recasting that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Command & Conquer 0 Hour. How are you today? We're hyped to bring you a new game.
Times 10 cast. Critical supply harassment going to be coming out from Leikeze. He's putting a lot of pressure on. The same time, Ringo's going to keep producing with their other supply truck harassment. He's going to be building up a huge amount of units. He's going to be pushing into Leikeze's base. He's a big time. He's going to be pushing in, and now we start recasting.
It's Chinook drop.
Yeah, we see a Chinook drop coming in here from Leikeze. Has dropped off 2 Vs. Chock-a-block full of missile defenders looking to end this game. Remember, there is no dozer available here for Ringo. So if the army doesn't actually work out, the A10 strike comes through. In the north, 2 Humvees are both very much still alive. There goes the war factory. The other war factory, there are only 2 suppliers left. That's everything that Ringo has. It's all of his buildings. This is very cheeky from Leikeze.
Actually a fair bit of distance too. Leikeze would have had at least 30 seconds. Because they're mainly Gatlings, and Gatlings are pretty bad versus building. Probably even longer than a minute, I reckon. So yeah, nice attack there. I'm thinking maybe he could have held anyway, but certainly because of how low the buildings were, he couldn't repair them because he didn't have any dozers left. And China buildings don't self-repair, unlike the USA. So it didn't take him long to clean up and take that one.
Very cool. Yeah, Leikeze was all over the place that game. From baller plays to awful plays. It ends up on finishes on a baller play, thankfully. Rolling the dice in the right direction. There was a fantastic Chinook drop to close the game out against an army that would have been difficult to deal with, especially if either of those Vs went down. I suppose he could have kited it with the Tomahawks, but yeah, it could have been difficult.
Yeah, they can't fire on the move, can they? Or can they?
Yeah.
They can?
Pretty sure. Can't they? Or do they have to stop?
I don't know.
They certainly target, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know if they fire.
You could at least just stutter step, though. He's just like move, shoot. But maybe they can fire on the move anyway. But yeah, that's it. That's going to be another 0-hour cast wrapped up. There was actually 2 in there. We gave you 2 casts, all in 13 minutes.
Ah, very special. Thank you for joining us.